What?
My journals are gone. What would they want with my journal?
This is actually our room. That was helpful.
Daniel?
What?
Still having nightmares, I see.
Yes. I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
July 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Crowbar. Except it's not a weapon, because this game doesn't have weapons. So, no Gordon Freeman jokes here, folks. No Gordon Freeman jokes here. That only works if you can actually use the crowbar as a weapon, so...
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
No comment. I really don't know. Oil, though. That is great. However little it may be, but... I would say I'm quite interested in the whole sanity or, you know, the insanity aspect. Broken lock. Will that work? No. Can I just drill? No. Break it? No. Okay. The lock is broken. Find another way to open the closet door in the guest room. I wonder if we have the... Wait, did the crowbar just break? Oh no, it's... fine. Nice. I could have easily missed that.
Please, let it be here.
An important key is hidden in the guest room. But first, Revelations 3 out of 3.
4th of July, 1839. It's done! The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive. The ancient stone relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
That it is for sure, man. Now, where's that key going to be? In the closet. Really? Oh, man. You better not open these doors. No. Left. Alright. Well, lucky. So where is that key? I was gonna say, behind the painting is where classic spot would be.
Thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
Just pick it up. Machine room key. Awesome. Nice. I guess we're still missing some parts though. Well, we are missing some parts. That much we know. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. Yeah, that sounds like me. Kind of. Not the last bit though. What the hell? I bet that was us though. Bet it totally was. That's how you start at the game. Right, let's see how far we can actually get then. So I'm kind of curious. Let's hope this is not a, you know, freaky area as well. It is. It's not as dark.
Getting closer somehow.
5th of July, 1839. Today I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Okay. Also, I'm just kind of thinking, like, it would probably be better if I just went to the study first, right? Because the study is just going to be, you know, 1 or 2 rooms or something, so... Well, then again, it doesn't have to be, but... You know, this is actually going down, and I'm sure it'll get much darker and stuff, so... yeah, the study seems like a smaller area. That's the last thing we need, one of the rods, so... yeah, I think that would be smart. Saves a trip back and forth, right? Hopefully. Hmm. 9 kings, eh? Oh boy. Now this is just nice. This is just a nice, messy, forgotten mansion room. Apparently, those rooms are freaky as hell because Daniel's flipping out. Yeah, he's definitely not liking these rooms. These are okay, especially compared to where we just came from. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend Johan Weyer, or Weyer, I guess. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I've been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described it in the Hortus Conclusus. It was, as it was told about, an underground Mithraic temple crowned with the unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smooth and jagged. Its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Altstad, investigating one of the antiquated trails, when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. The beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine, where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echoed through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Suddenly a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched lands as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, grasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. The guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke you told me about your interest and ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owed you the truth about my visit to Altstad. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Well, okay, that's fucked up. Yeah, you can throw stuff on the floor. Alright, I don't think there's anything there anymore. That's the way out. It's not what I want. In a way, this is just reminding me of Black Mirror. You know, old mansion, middle of nowhere. Creepiness. Chambers of the Human Skull.